Do those divine? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got my piece here. Yeah, I'm on live today. My day off. I'll start back up tomorrow. Solo dolo. You know what I mean? Move that around a little bit, Yeah, so I gotta go out and run some errands today, take care of some things, and when I come back today, I'm gonna make sure I have a workshop coming up. So I'm gonna repeat this more than once on here once people start joining the live stream. And if you wanna come there, you're welcome. Actually, I'm just gonna make the video and upload it. So today is December 25th, 2025, and which make it 12/25/25. Boom, 12/25/25. Y'all know what time it is, collective. What it do, though, tribe? You know what time it is. So, yeah, it's time to get to work. So I'm gonna be making that video and uploading it. So it may be uploaded tomorrow, which would be 12/26/25. And I'm gonna continue to start trying to work on these workshops to share them with you all here on YouTube, the collective. So just calling them a tribe. What it do, though, tribe? I know y'all out there. By the time y'all go through these videos and comb through them, you're gonna be like, I know who this is. That's what I said about him. I know who this is. So yeah. That's what I'm here to do. Speak this truth. I'm not here to play and tell people things they want to hear. I'm gonna show you the way to move forward in life, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, by me just doing the work myself. You know what I mean? So I can't sit here and say, hey, this is the way you tap into your God energy and all that. Thomas, hey, how you doing, Thomas? Thank you for coming to this galactic space, man. I appreciate that. Much unconditional love out to you and your family today. Michelle, boom. How you doing, Michelle? Welcome to this galactic space. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I was just speaking about workshops I'm going to be having here on my channel. So what I'm going to do is make the video and upload them. So it's going to be probably uploaded tomorrow. So I speak about workshops. In my workshops, I speak about helping communities move forward into the future by creating global markets in their local communities. And I'm going to show people how to do this. I'm not just going to sit here and talk about it and tell you, but I'm willing to network with anybody around the world. So this channel gets out to people all over this globe. So I'm going to be showing people these things that people don't tell you about. So what I'm going to do is help lift that veil so you can see. You know what I mean? You can open this up, your third eye. You know what I mean? So you can see that, it's financial markets right there in front of your eyes. They didn't tell you about that. They want you to pay attention to these platforms that has these channels, graphs and whatever you call it. So you can watch the candlesticks and all that you can trade. Thanks for the light. Boom. So you can trade. But you can do it in your local communities. That's all they doing. You know what I mean? But they, they with the elites, the secret societies, the Masonic people, and whoever all those other people and things are. You know what I mean? It's people out here woke like me. They told that royal drip. You know what I mean? We run into on our spiritual journey. We run into this stuff. You know what I mean? Spiritually and our physical. So when the divine be working with you, do the work, and then you just speak about your spiritual journey. I don't wear this stuff to say, hey, I know this information, all this studying back in old ancient books. Remember, we writing a new book. There's a new script that we're going to be moving forward to into the future of let's make the world great again, not make America great again. We need to applaud ourselves one time for it. Boom. You know what I mean? For ourselves, though. You know what I mean? We have to tap into our divine essence. It's there. You know what I mean? That's what I speak about. You know what I mean? I don't speak about it. I'm gonna show you this stuff. You watch my channel, check out my shorts, see what kind of work I'm putting in. I'm putting in big dog work, man. You know what I mean? When he came in my life, like I needed that. I didn't have nobody. Like me, I'm in my office. Dolo solo. You know what I mean? Dolo solo. Like that's what I do. That's my board over there. You know what I mean? That where I show you can take, how you can have a produce business, and you can use farmers. You know what I mean? Is really what helped the world go around, because without farmers we couldn't eat. So what I do is show you how you can take this take this produce company. Like I'm building a produce company coming up in May. So what I be doing is buying and selling watermelons. When it started in the South, I buy them from the South, sell them up north by the truckload. Not on the corners like people from our community, us melanated American beings. The first thing they say, oh, you're going to buy watermelons from Florida and take them up to New York City and New Jersey, Connecticut, and sell them on the corner. Man, you tripping. Like, what I look like? I'm a businessman, excuse me. I have a sinus problem. I'm a businessman. Boom, how you doing in London? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, same to you too. Merry Christmas to you too. So, no, I buy watermelon truckloads. I buy watermelons by the truckload, and what I do is buy them from the South and sell them up north. And so I went through my spiritual journey where while I was awakened, by the divine, the Most High, and called up. When He called your number, you're gonna go through something. Boom, thanks for the light. You're gonna go through something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to walk through that flame for Him to prove, like, that's a painting that I earned that painting. Boom, I sell pumpkins. So you get it. You sell pumpkins. See, I used to pick pumpkins. I grew up doing this stuff in the fall. Yeah. See, you can sell pumpkins, you know what I mean, in your local communities. That's a market. You know what I mean? Instead of the corporates coming in like Walmart, and then they buying up all the produce from the farmers and putting them in the grocery stores, they selling them. They're not treating the farmers right. And the farmers is everything, because without farmers, whether they have beef, chicken, pork, whatever they have as far as the meats and produce, vegetables, meat, fruit, you know what I mean, stuff like that. It takes them to help the world. Thank you, to help the world go around. I mean, it starts right there with the farmers. So you don't see them there in your local communities because. It wasn't meant to be the programming that we up for other, the 1%ers, the billionaires, trillionaires, all these big secret societies, these other big families that have the generational wealth, which it's not real, because it's not from a space of unconditional love for the greater good of all, you know what I mean, of humanity and the world and the planet. London said I got to go, man, but have a great day and Merry Christmas. Boom. Appreciate you for checking out this galactic space. You have a Merry Christmas too. Thank you for tuning in. So, they don't want you to see these things because of these, these elites, these higher ups, the powers that was. It's over with, because people like me that woke up speaking this truth, and we have the blueprints and we know what to do. And we have that divine protection to move forward at this time. You know what I mean? It's not about coming to the new year, but we have to wait on alignment, you know what I mean, with the divine, because it's a lot of things that's working there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in order for me to gain something, somebody have to lose something. Like, I just got a job with a trucking company. Obviously, somebody had to, you know what I mean, quit or lose their job or whatever happened here to make space for me to move into this truck and work with this company that I'm working with now. It's a great company. You know what I mean? I'm really gonna be, happy, excited, moving forward, starting out with this company. So this is what I do, and I just keep showing up, and I just keep putting in the work and paying attention to myself and listening to myself. And that's how I tap into, source. You know what I mean? Hey, you could do this, you could do that, and it's not like he tell me, but it's so much stuff that's out here is working against you. Like they don't want you to see these Walmart and these corporates don't want you to see these markets in your local community where you can buy produce and sell produce. You know what I'm saying, to help you move forward in the community. Now that with the technology, you can, if you're a school teacher, I speak about this. You could teach online. You know what I mean? You could. I have a way where we can take school teachers and that's only making 45,000 a year. They should be making more than that. It's not fair to them because they are the other process which works with helping humanity move forward in this into the future the right way. You know what I mean, for the greater good of all. You know what I'm saying? So it take education to to do these things. So I have um, ways I'm going to be sharing with people, and they can join in because it's a 369 Galactic Empire Federation. You know what I'm saying? You can join in with us. Obviously, got to be tapped in spiritually. You're going to be guided in, and what I mean. We can network together and create and build a new Earth. You know what I'm saying? We got to go out and get it. We got to earn with the new Earth coming to the planet and all that. We just can't think of the quantum field. I don't know about all that kind of stuff. I don't have time to read books. It's already innate. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to start um, um, working. I'm ready to start. Um, I'm ready to to start building things because I have kingdom responsibilities to take care of in the physical, not just in the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, like, I'm tapped in to help with the process of helping with reality. I don't want to say 3D and 5D and all that stuff. That's for another time, but I'm speaking about reality. You know what I mean? Not people just sitting here talking about the quantum field and all the other realms and this, that, and the other, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, Yeshua, Buddha, this, that, and other things like that. I'm not here to do that. Like I can, like, it's this stuff infinite, man. It's infinite. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't, I mean, it's just not just the earth we have to really be focused on to think about. You know what I'm saying? You have other beings and stuff like that, other sectors of the universe, like other galaxies, other planets, like all these things work together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kingdom expansion. We're moving into a process of the kingdom of heaven is coming upon the earth. But you gotta, you know what I mean, you want to work on yourself and get it. And leave your mind open, your heart's open to receive this unknown new way. That's why when people say, you know what I mean, once you tap into the unknown, you're gonna gotta be brave. Hell yeah. Because it's gonna be different than what you was told. The program and the systems that was working for you not gonna really work for you no more. You gotta use them as tools to build and co-create with the universe off of those things in your reality. Not just sit here and just read a bunch of books and tell a bunch of damn stories. Hell no, nah, it's hard work, man. Because let's say you got a devil, you know what I'm saying? Dark forces. You know what I mean? There's got so much stuff up here. That stuff got to fall. Because it's only putting 1% of people over the whole globe, over the whole humanity to be responsible. Like, no. I don't want to dive too deep into all of that. All I'm ready here to do is just network with people. So I come here, you know what I mean? Excuse me, on this space um, and I launch. I'm going to be launching businesses and networking with people and other individuals around the world globally, to help make the world great again. You know what I mean? Because it was a great planet off and on, but it's going to stay like that once, with this process because it's the kingdom of heaven expansion. Once the kingdom of heaven claim a certain sector in the universe and says this is the expansion of the kingdom of heaven is kingdom expansion, and it won't ever go back. And it's with, you know, um, the kingdom of heaven through infinite, you know what I'm saying, for eternity. So now we on the 3D level, however that works, I don't know. I'm just a regular human being. Y'all a regular human being, you know what I mean? And we can't sit there and think about when we die and pass over and all those things. Why are we gonna focus on that? We gotta worry about the now. So when we're worrying about the now, we are creating and building together in reality, not just sitting here talking. And I'm gonna hold a bunch of stories. I'm gonna tell you about what all this right here means. And I want to write books so you can learn all this stuff and stuff like that. That's my spiritual journey, man. Stuff I've been through. You know what I mean? I don't have to write a book and launch a book man, I ain't got time for that, man. So like, I'm like it's coming, I'm through my frequency, like my videos, and when people start catching on, man, you're gonna have to comb through so much stuff to figure this stuff out. The devil, they too immature. They kindergartners, man. They're not gonna be able to come in here and they're not gonna be able to come in here and try and critique everything what I do and learn and try to speak this way to the masses. Like you're not gonna be able to, because I'm gonna load it up so much. People just tapped in, like, you're gonna be catching on. And then when I get to where I'm going, you're gonna see how much work I put in on this channel in a short amount of time, or however long amount of time, whichever one it is. I'm not sure. That's why I have to wait on divine guidance. So I just come here and speak here and talk. And time actually moving slow while I'm speaking here. I have things to do, so it slowed down actually, because usually I'll be at like 45 minutes by now. But that's just letting me know, like I have to take care of some things today and come back here and um, um, do my workshop and then upload my workshop. Then I have to rest for today because I'm gonna have a long week next week. So tomorrow is gonna be a long day too. I'm gonna have to start out a little late. So I'm gonna be in a lot of traffic with my truck and all those things. And it's hard work being a truck driver. It's not easy. You check out some of my shorts. You see one of my shorts, guy turned his truck over, rolled it over. I had to run back and go check on the guy. Like, man, he's okay. Yeah, he made it out walking. Good thing. And like, I'm 16 years in driving trucks, so I'm an expert when it comes to logistics. Period. You know what I mean? Like driving truck. I'm definitely a great truck driver. I work hard anyway. That's just me. The resilience that I have, in my DNA from Creator. So I'm a different type of human being, but I'm not only a human being, but I'm only a human being. You know what I'm saying? So, and I share here with people, you need to tap into yourself. You can have the same energy too if you want it. It ain't gonna be pretty getting here, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta unlearn to relearn. So, and then watch people like me. They can help guide you into growing your community into the future by creating financial markets in your local communities. So once you start to create financial markets in your local community, and 5 people get it, they're gonna attract 20 people. 20 people gonna attract 100 people. 100 people gonna attract 100,000 really quick. Then you're gonna have a market. You can build a market in your local community so quick and easy. And then when you look at crypto, you can say, man, it's a bad thing, but anybody can have a crypto coin, and you can govern your own crypto coin. You know what I mean? And then you can use that to network in your local communities instead of betting. I don't have them. I have bank cards. I got money in my closet. I don't feel like going to get it. But you don't need them dead presidents to. You don't need dead presidents to trade, because all money is a trading tool for the work you do. You know what I'm saying? Because really you're doing it spiritually and physically when you're working. You know what I mean? You're giving up a lot of your time before of your life to somebody else, and they paying you pennies for your soul, for your spirit. And we signing up for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I call it like that, just speaking to that energy. You know what I'm saying? We signing up for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Unknowingly, you know what I mean? But now, boom, you wake up, now you know. Let's create a generation of wealth in our own local communities, well, which would be a financial market in our own local community. And so we could use, like I was explaining, to the crypto to do this. And once you get on the crypto coin, you create your own site, and then you back it by a financial a team that can govern it in the truth and in righteousness for the greater good of all creation. You know what I'm saying? Which is governed by divine ancestors and archangels and the Most High. the mother and the divine mother and father. You know what I mean? All of those things. And so and now you can grow that crypto coin. You can use that crypto coin to get loans from your own local community. And that's where you can do it. I'm going to be speaking about these things and showing you how this can work. I'm going to break down the numbers and everything. I don't have an education. I'm just going to do it and just show you to my best ability. If somebody else can put the numbers together better than me, okay, I'm open to it. Help me out. Like, you see where I'm going with this? Maybe you can take this part, and you're an expert at crypto and accounting and numbers and stuff like that. Okay, boom, there you go. Like, but I can do the groundwork. You know what I'm saying? I have what it takes to put these connections together from what, like, let's say the farmers and people in the local community, and connect people together through my spirit, through the way I move and the way I do business in truth and in righteousness. You know what I mean? For the greater good of all. And they're gonna respect that because they will see me like I'm living up to that. But I don't need 10 cars and a mansion and all these other things. Boom, thank you for the lights and all these other things, man. You know what I mean? As long as somebody else got it, from a space of unconditional love, I'm happy. You know what I mean? I will support you even if it look like it's going ugly, going the wrong way, things not working out, and whatever. Hell, you don't stand in the paint. What's up? What we need to do next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you need me to do? I don't care. I'm not gonna sit there because something going wrong, and then you getting stressed out. And I'm like, man. Then I'm gonna be like, man, I told you. See, we gotta do it. And then I'm gonna start trying to tell you how to do it. Nah, sit down, slow down, just take your time, figure it out. What I need to do next. Oh, what I need to do next. See, that's why you have to work on your ego. You know what I'm saying? Inside yourself. So that way when somebody's dealing with you from a space of unconditional love, you can recognize that person. You know what I'm saying? And say, dang, you know what? This person got me. And then you can think, and when you're under pressure, and then say, oh, go that way and do this. Okay, I got it. And then I want to have your eyes. I want to have your mouth. I want to have your vision. You know what I'm saying? And your focus. And I'm going to be a mini you. And I'm going to do everything the way exactly how you tell me to do. Okay, that's what I need to do. And I'm going to follow rules and follow suit all the time. 114. You know what I mean? You know about numbers. You know what time it is. You know what I mean? When the universe be speaking, man. Like when I be speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do. I mean, that's who I am. That's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. Because if we're trying if I'm showing people, not trying, I'm going to be doing. If I'm showing people how to create financial markets in their local communities, somebody's going to be pissed off because somebody got to lose. So I need the people around me that ain't going to run, because I know damn well they ain't going to run from nobody. I don't care who it is, government, what. What they gonna do? What the government gonna do? They gonna be pissed off and mad because they can't get no money from their buddies no more. But when you have divine protection, what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Send the military in, the army? That's what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Man, you got this kind of stuff right here all around you in your life. You know what I mean? Showing up. They don't even, some people know what this means. I didn't know what it means. Nobody taught me that. It just started coming to me. You know what I mean? And I speak this truth, not as a threat, not as with force. You know what I'm saying? You're angelic. When you're an angelic being, you know what I mean? Awakening at this time, it's free will on the planet. I can't force nobody to believe or do what I'm telling them what I think they should do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm violating you. I can't live in your shoes. I don't know what you go through every day. I might work with you 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. But when you go home after them 8 hours, I don't know what you're going through emotionally, mentally, physically. I have no idea. So I can't tell nobody, oh, this way you got to do it, because I work with, you know what I'm saying? God, like, yo, that's my DNA. Like, I can't, he don't even do that. It ain't like God be sitting there watching you. Oh, why you cheating on your wife? Why you drinking that beer? Why you smoking that joint? Why you doing them drugs? Why you cursing? Why you just stole that? Why you just robbed that person? Why you just killed that person? He not sitting there doing it. He got other things to do that, to watch you. You know what I'm saying? You already connected and tapped into other things spiritually. So, we have to really understand what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? And, you know, people in the church, they pray for, oh, God, like, the world going to be destroyed. The world, like, God, you never did nothing to nobody. God ain't never did one thing. That planet hosts everything here. It hadn't done nothing to nobody. I mean, you have natural disasters or whatever, but that's some things all planets go through. Like your body, you'll get sick. Like me, my teeth bad. You know what I mean? My shoulder broke, hurt. You know, it's gonna disrupt something else. You know what I'm saying? That's inside of me, and that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say like that, because everything is one. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do that. You know, it's about oneness for the greater good of all humanity, all creation. You know what I mean? This sector. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm waking to a lot of different things. You know, and I can't unsee it. I can't unhear it. I can't unfeel it. You know what I'm saying? So I speak this truth. So and that's what I do. Like I don't come here to play. You know what I'm saying? I come here to network with people. That's what this for. I don't want to get. I'm not a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I say that all the time in my videos. Like I'm here to network with other human beings, other individuals. Even other dark shit. I don't give a fuck what you is. You know what I'm saying? You want to move right a little bit. Like all of it work kind of hand in hand together, but the light win already, all the time. Excuse me. Like me, I'm a regular human being. I was in this store the other day, and I walked in. I got diesel from a truck, so I walked in to get my I pumped it. Walked in to go get my receipt because I have to get my receipt, you know, for my records, you know, or whatever. And when I did that, I walked in. This guy, he was coming from the refrigerator. He was looking right at me. Then I went and stood in line. This guy asked me, a white dude, "Are you in line?" Looking at me all crazy. I'm like, man, yo, man, you heard this man just said. I'm speaking in spirit, you know, my highest self and everything. You know what I mean? I'm tapping to, man, you heard this motherfucker. Man, gonna ask me out of my fucking line, man. Man, you better go ahead and find somebody to play with. You know what I'm saying? I had to think that. I just stood. I didn't even answer him. I just looked at him like, what? Man, you gonna ask me am I in line? What you? I'm standing there for my own good, bro. Like you see me in line. Why would you ask me that? You want to do that cracker nigga shit? That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that, man. Like I've been through all that all my life. Like people say, "Oh, you gotta understand." Some people, hell no. You better understand not to fuck around with me and play with me. Leave me alone, bro. Don't ask no question like that. Like I'm supposed to let you get a pass in front of me. Oh well, why don't you move up closer? Ain't it's called social distance, asshole? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was pissed off yesterday, man. You have to get like that. What? Like, man, yo, man, don't try me, bro. Like, man, don't. And I just give no response. Just talk to the ethers. I do that. Like, man, yo, you hear this man gonna fucking ask me, am I in line? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's why this space is not for children. You know what I mean? Let's stay with their parents, and then their parents, and explain to them like, you know, what I'm speaking about, why I'm speaking this way or whatever, how they, communicate with their kids when they're watching other projections that people sending out. This is a projection, but I want to project off light, you know what I mean? Even through the darkness, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm angelic being, you know what I mean? Like divine masculine, you know what I'm saying? That's and that's me. So I don't come here to, you know, uh talk about situations like in the store and like when I'm out on the truck, I don't really want to being live on the truck stuff. That really is not my focus point. You know what I mean? So that's why with me, I have to be divinely guided. For me to pay attention to it because I want to go live on the truck, but then like, like something like, no, I don't do that. Like just move another way. Then I have to see it in reality. You know what I'm saying? I just can't say I'm spiritually tapped in and I'm gonna let God. Hey, boom, Corey Taylor. Boom. What it do, Corey Taylor? What it do? Welcome to this galactic space, man. So yeah, um, I don't want to make a focus point about just driving trucks. So I have a lot of shorts like that. My focus point is about networking with individuals around the world to help the world great again. I could do this. They can't stop it. There's nothing they can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? We under divine order. Merry Christmas to you too. We under divine order from the Most High, from Creator, man. You know what I'm saying? So universal laws are coming to the planet. We already have universal laws in the Capitol buildings and down in DC right now. You know what I'm saying? They came in with Trump. And like people don't like Trump. However that's working, this thing a game. However that work, I don't pay attention to that. all I pay attention to the now, what I'm living in now. Like this, the space I'm in now, I'm like, hey Corey, man, let's network, let's, you know what I mean, blah 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 blah. Watch my workshops. I'm gonna show you how, you know what I'm saying, like we can grow, create financial markets in our local community. What else you boom? Thank you for the light. What else you know? Can you add this? You know anything about technology? Let me show you something I got. Blah 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 blah. I can do all these things. Hang on a second, Corey. I can show you something. I'll show you something. I'll show something on here. Like, I mean, business. Like, I have stuff coming in. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I do. That's why I'm in my office space. And that's why is this more important than anything, you know, than just, I'm not a content creator. Like, I'm a divine being, you know what I'm saying? Angelic being. Like, you know, like, I didn't know it 5 years ago. And it took me, for the last year, I've been holding that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that painting right there is proof in my background right here. That was proof right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, after everything that I went through, it's been different. So, but like I could say, Corey, like, boom. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, for real. I am that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't have to show it or prove it to nobody. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? People out here have kingdom assignments. I'm going to show you how serious it is. Like, and this is why, let's say, like, the devil mad. You know what I'm saying? So I went through spiritual warfare. Bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family, they don't work with me. Like, I'm home by myself. I have a nice place. You know what I mean? I had to get back what I already had. You know what I mean? Being around the wrong type of people. I'll show you some of this. I can't give away too many secrets. Let's see. Stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? That I have to be responsible for. You know, that's in my physical. I'm not just sitting here talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to link up with my tribe, my collective. You know what I mean? We got work to do from the Most High. Because he already did the work. He been here since 1919 putting in work. He showed me that. Showed it to me, like in my physical. You know what I'm saying? So we're not thinking about, you know, reading a bunch of stories and God, you know, and God, like, hey man, chill out, man. Why you keep doing that? Don't pray to me and bow down to me. He don't want you to do that. You got free will. You a human being. What you need to keep praising and keep begging and for what? If you got to go through something, go through it. Then when you get in a position like now, I'm living here, I'm in my outer space talking, and like, you know, I'm back in a position where you know, I'm hermit. You know what I'm saying? Like I stay in hermit mode. I stay in solitude. It's better for my peace. Like I've been single for over 2 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, I want a woman, a partner. Like I like women. I'm not, you know, the guy that like the guys. You know, I believe in having my kingdom spouse, my, you know, soulmate, or, you know, my twin flame, or however that works. You know, if you know. But I want that, but when I work with the Most High directly, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I really have time for that because the things I speak about here is like I'm big energy, so it's gonna be everywhere. You have to, you know what I mean, use your intuition and discern. Like, hey, is this for me? There's something like, you know what I mean, it sounds like me. And then like, hey, do I want to work with this individual? Like, yeah, let's see how it works. I don't care if we start together and if it don't work out, it just don't work out. We shake hands, say, hey, this not working. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, I'm like, if you need help over there, you know what I'm saying, fine. We need to keep our bridges up. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause my family, everybody, they only burnt their bridges. And Divine wanted me to see that. So I'm like, don't go back over. There ain't no bridge. It's ashes. You know what I'm saying? You rose out of ashes like a phoenix. We didn't have nothing. These people really shitting on you. Bad, man. Talked about you. Man, I got Divine, like, bro, they in my family. Like, you know, chat, what they call it? The group chat. And my family think it's me in the group chat talking junk because like I didn't hear the conversation and they entered the conversation and started, you know what I mean, talking and it sound like me. You know what I'm saying? So now my aunt and she mad at me and her son's talking about what they gonna do to me when they see me. I went knocking on their door, boom, 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 boom. Ain't nobody answered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I went through that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it ain't about that, but that's how bad it was. And the Divine showed up like that in the physical, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of that. That's love. I feel that. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to keep myself separate from a lot of other people, and just come here and do this. This is why I don't, you know, it's not about being live and create content. Like I'm using this to network with people. You know what I'm saying? And we can work in the physical, not sitting here. I'm sitting here talking. I can tell you a story. When I walk away, I can be mean and nasty to everybody. I could change. But I'm always like to see you fuck with me, you play with me, yeah. And I'm like, turn up on you, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to sometimes. So I can balance, you know what I mean, the light and darkness that's within me. You know what I'm saying? Now I can see my shadow self. You know what I'm saying? I can see my light self. And then like sometimes I gotta turn whatever on, I gotta turn it on. You gotta be able to stomach some things because people around the world, globally, like kids, especially is in captivity and human trafficking rings, like little girls and stuff. Like, come on, bro. You think you're gonna go to them and talk nice to them and to try to help free these goddamn children? These women is trapped, like, yo, for real. You're gonna go to a place, you know where these kids and these women at, that's been in captivity for anywhere from 6 months to 20 years, man. And then, like, if they don't serve no purpose no more, what they do? Kill them? Like, you gonna go turn the other cheek on that shit? You gonna go there and talk nice, not talk no shit because they got this little girl that's 8 years old in a damn cage and feeding the fucking oatmeal, man? And you're gonna go to these people and tell them, hey, we and try to compromise with them to help free this little girl? Hell no. Nah. I'm finna go there with like and fight and die for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Globally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they need that help. Like, oh, God gonna do it. We can sit and tell them a lot of different stories, but what about people in positions like that? We're not figuring out a way how to help that situation right now. Instead of sitting around reading a lot of information and taking in a lot of information and then coming on here sharing and talking about it. So people around the world, we can come here and speak about, hey man, I think, you know what I'm saying? We got somebody over here. This like a trafficking ring right here, and we can bust that shit down just that easy. Everybody networking. I got a way to, you know what I'm saying? There's a platform, you know what I mean, that I know of that's a charity that works and help with this process. And I have that on the board too, you know. I have a lot of that. So when I have to share this information and come and speak about these things and talk about these things, and it takes a lot of energy to do this. You know, and I have a ton of things to do right now, but I have to, you know, follow, you know what I mean, guidance from the divine. And it's spiritually, you know what I mean, which is really like telepathic, same type thing, you know what I'm saying? From other high up sources, you know what I mean? Like source, creator of all things, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm starting to ramp up now so that way I can start these workshops. And so today I'm going to be working on these workshops. So boom, holla at me. Boom, straight up.